Hi guys, welcome to the first video of my new channel. My main channel, which is DT angling and prospecting, where I cover mostly gold panning and fishing. I have put a few airgun reviews on there which have done quite well, so decided to set this channel up, which is sub 12 UK, just dedicated to shooting airguns, legal limit airguns. So it'll be running through all sorts of different things, from guns to equipment, and today we're going to be having a look at the night vision add-on, the NV007 V2. So let's have a look at what you get in the box. Just take that up. You've got a user manual there, quick start guide. You've got a few little O-rings in there and Allen keys. You've got a charging cable in that box. You've got the adapter that goes onto your rifle scope. You've also got some plastic shims in there, just so if your objective lens is quite small, you can pad it out with those. And then obviously there's the unit itself, which is there. And you also get a little cloth carry bag in there with it, just to store it in. Right, the unit I originally was using was the A version, which came out quite a few years ago now, and I was looking for an upgrade, and because I got on with that so well, obviously I decided to go for the V version, which is this one here. Now what swayed me on that, for a start, it's the actual image quality that you get. On this one it's basically 720p. On this one it's a full 1080 1440, so the image that you're looking at through this is a lot more detailed. It's a lot clearer image, so you're basically looking at twice as many pixels on the screen that you're looking at in this one compared to that one, and the image quality is absolutely night and day. Now, where this one, the A version, does have an advantage over the V, is this one's got a 12mm lens. This one's 14.5. They normally, or they used to do them in 12mm and 16mm. And the 12mm one was the one that you wanted for the air guns. It gave you a wider field of view. The 16mm gave you a lot narrower field of view. On this one, this is 14.5mm, so it's sort of like in between. It'd really be nice if they did start doing the 12mm version of these, because it'd just give it a little bit more usability. Right, before I carry on, I'd just like to say that this unit I bought from East Anglia Optics, and the first one I had an issue with it. I got in contact with them. They asked me to send the unit back. They'd have a look at it, and if they couldn't fix it, they'd send me a new one out. I sent it back. Within 4 days I'd got this new one. Now, to me, that is outstanding service. So yeah, East Anglia Optics, I'd highly recommend them. Okay, so setup. You basically get this collar that fits over the end of your rifle scope, and that's clamped on like they used to, 2 Allen keys there. Now it's a bayonet fitting. Once you've got it aligned properly, the unit just clicks straight on, and that is it. That is that setup. Okay, so I'm not going to get into too much of the technicalities of it, setup and everything. It's all there in the user manual. One thing I will say is I have noticed I've got this one set up wrong. Now when you put the collar, the adapter onto the ND scope, I'd put it on with the NV007 mounted, and just move it backwards and forwards, because if you're too far forward it'll be a really cropped in image, because the unit's basically a camera looking through the lens of your scope. So just play about with it until you get the full image, till you find the right distance for the attachment to be.
All of the buttons are fairly easy to navigate, so is the menu. You soon get used to it. They're pretty quiet as well in use, so not actually silent as they claim, but very, very quiet.
Okay, now you've got this wheel here, and that is to focus in your objective onto your crosshair to make it clear and visible. It's fairly easy to use, just like using your parallax on a scope. It's also got an adjustable IR. It's at 850 nm, and that pulls in and out, so you can either focus it or have it floodlighted. And then your battery compartments here. Now one thing I will say about this, compared to the older unit I'd got, the battery life on this is absolutely phenomenal compared to the NV007A. I've not fully used it yet. I've only been out for a couple of hours, but it's still on full charge. Okay, I've got some targets out there at 30 yards. Let's put the NV007 V2 on and see if we can get some footage. Now, in night mode, if you were going to put this on to anything more powerful than a 12-foot pound gun and be shooting at longer ranges, you'd probably need an extra IR torch for it. But at airgun ranges, anything up to 40 yards, the picture is really good, really well illuminated, and at short range, it's absolutely fantastic. I never have to put it on a higher setting than number 1 for the IR. The unit also works well as a handheld spotter. This is looking at the horses from about 40 yards away. So in conclusion then, anyone that doesn't want to go the whole hog and go for one of these electronic day-night scopes, the NV007 V2 is an absolutely perfect little setup to get you shooting at night time. Just a few seconds clipping the unit onto the scope and turning it on, and you're ready to shoot in the dark. As I said, I had got mine set up slightly wrong, so the images you'll be seeing are slightly cropped in, but yeah, play about with it, get the picture right, and they're an awesome little piece of kit. Once again, I'd like to say thank you to Sam at East Anglia Optics for the service he gave me and sorting the unit out. The replacement came very, very quickly, and apparently the one I'd got was the only one that they've had a fault with in hundreds of units that they've sold. So yeah, just my luck as usual with anything electronic. If it's going to go wrong, I get the one that's going to go wrong. But yeah, they did a really good job. Same as say, I got the unit back within 4 days, so very, very pleased. I'd highly recommend them, and that's East Anglia Optics.